Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Cancer, we're going to look at October 2022 for you. I'm going to divide it up into 3 areas. Well, the first one has got a few things. It's career, projects, and money. So, anything like that, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at your personal relationships, and we're going to look at your area of growth for October 2022. I'm going to do it with a few different decks. We're going to start with the Crystal Intentions Oracle, the Return of Spirit Oracle, the Wisdom of the House of Night. I'm going to use the Tarot of Positive Clarity and clarify with the teeny tiny Everyday Witch deck. So let's get started. I feel like I'm talking kind of soft because I started your reading, kind of like did this intro, and then all of a sudden my little dog Lily came. And she looked at me like this. I don't know what was wrong. I had to pick her up and hold her, and she had to fall asleep in my arms. And now I put her down in her bed, and it's like having a baby sometimes. And she's sleepy now, so I feel like I'm trying to talk low, but I really don't have to because she falls asleep when I'm doing this all the time. Oh, but it's kind of cute. I should post a video of that. It's just like what happens sometimes, that what you don't see, the stuff that gets edited out. All right, so we're going to start with this Cancer, with the Crystal Intentions, career, projects, money, personal relationships, your area of growth. Like most of these readings, it's kind of like digging into an onion. The layers get more and more revealed. Career, projects, and money. Wow, you have completely different. I like that. I haven't seen this card come around yet. Apophyllite. Apophyllite. I meditate regularly. I am insightful. My connection with universal wisdom guides me daily. Access all information and knowledge available. Remember past lives as needed. Improve clarity during meditation experiences. Stay centered. Maintain a quiet mind. So career, projects, and money. The first thing that's coming up for me with remember past lives as needed is there might be something going on sort of with a bit of South Node energy with you in career, projects, and money. I'm hearing like unfinished business. So there might be something in this area that we're talking about that hasn't been completed yet, or maybe it's coming close to completion. It's just really coming up to me like that, like something unfinished that has to do with career, projects, or money. Meditating regularly, and I am insightful. I feel like, to me, like the South Node, it really isn't something that you're meant to look at like, well, that's my past, that's bad. I feel like your South Node is always the energies and the lessons that you've kind of accumulated over lifetimes that become like natural things to fall onto when you're doing, like you just naturally, okay, I naturally know how to budget my books, or I naturally know how to paint a portrait, or I naturally, like these are the things that you can kind of, they're gifts in a way, but you earned them in other lifetimes. It's like you need to kind of use something that is a natural ability for you. Oh, I know. Oh, no. Oh, I'm getting comfy. A natural ability. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, you okay? It's raining here, and I remember my phone was talking about thunderstorms, so maybe she was hearing something. She seems okay now. Sorry, I'm just me and my dog were like this. My connection with universal wisdom guides me daily. Again, that is just feeling like, almost like Akashic record stuff, but information that you've earned. I feel like this meditation is not so much seeing things into the future, but it's remembering things that would be really useful to you in October 2022 that has to do with your work, projects, money. Stay centered, maintain a quiet mind. Some things may distract you. Your thinking might get ahead of you. I'm also hearing your thinking might get ahead of you. If things seem a little chaotic or a lot of information is coming at you at once. But your key here is to remember that you know what you need to do. Remember past lives is needed. That is just, it's almost like in bold and double font size, like just coming up. That you know how to do this. You know how to navigate this. personal relationships, Tiger Iron. This has come through for, I think you're at least the third sign, and it came through in exactly the same spot for Gemini. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. Feel safe and protected, improve self-esteem and confidence, dissipate jealousy, extend blessings and goodwill to others, increase philanthropic actions. I don't want to assume too much with this card because there was a really distinct message that came in with Gemini, and you happen to be having it in the same spot. So I want to see how it develops with the other cards, but I do feel like something fortunate is going to happen to someone near you. Somebody has a good turn of events. This is something that brings you joy, or it is meant to. Let's see. Your area of growth. Oh, another different card, Labradorite. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. Observe life from a greater perspective. Reflect on inner light. Develop consistent spiritual practices. Increase spiritual awareness. Meditate regularly. I'm really getting your South Node in this reading. I really feel strongly like October, whatever the details are going to be that end up coming out with the rest of the cards, I really feel like in October, either there's something about like your South Node, so there's some maybe even like a practice, a habit, an idealism. It's like something is going to occur that's meant for you to perfect this, you know, to then take the next step into the North Node. I mean, really, the South Node is perfectionism. It's all about perfecting. I'm really getting that. And I mean, I'm getting that like it's really being like pushed on me here to talk about that. So I feel like maybe there might be some triggers or something that happens in October that could potentially make you fall into a pattern of thinking or feeling or doing that I feel as though you're moving beyond this though, but it's almost like you haven't quite mastered it. So when the right element happens around you, it could trigger it, and it kind of gives your soul the opportunity to try to navigate with your mind and your body about how you will react. The goal here is to think about how you've reacted in the past and how you're going to react now or in the future. Watermelon tourmaline. This is my favorite. Just the sound of it. Doesn't it sound great? It sounds so juicy. Watermelon tourmaline. My heart is open to giving and receiving love. I transform the world around me by focusing on divine love. Open your heart to love. Feel unconditional love and support. Bridge the spiritual connection between heaven and earth. Increase romance. That's such a beautiful card. So I feel like to increase romance, just the beauty in life around you, like embracing life. And just things that I just feel like this card just sets off. I don't know, it must be my Taurus moon. It just looks like you want to touch it and it sounds tasty. So, anyways, let's keep going. So, return of spirit. I'm just going to add to these. I just want to touch it. I can hear my mom now when I was little. Cindy, look with your eyes, not your hands. Touch it all, mommy. Okay, career, projects, money, personal relationships, your area of growth. Yeah, your area of growth is really like taking a pause and reflecting on some things. I feel like there's some challenges. It's like trying to see the higher perspective. Money, projects, career. Maybe it does go in that order for you. Commitment. You may be contemplating, this commitment card to me comes up as kind of making a choice, either making a choice to commit to to recommit to something, to initially commit to something, or to uncommit from something. So obviously I feel like I need more cards to know what that's going to be for you. There might be, because we're talking about South Node already, there might be some like uncommitting from something for you. And it could be a career or project. It could be, you know, removing yourself from one commitment to free yourself up for another one. There is an essence, I'm really getting your theme in October is something to do with South and North Node. So closing some things off, but perfecting them. I don't really feel like we can perfect things, or we can close things off in our South Node until we've kind of mastered them. It's to do with your projects, money, and career. Now, your personal relationships, storm. I feel like there's going to be something difficult. I feel like someone might get an opportunity that does easily trigger the feelings of, why not me? Like, why me? Why is this happening to me in this way? Or it's happening to me because you're not getting an opportunity, you're not seeing something. I do feel like a lot of emotion could be stirred up with this. What kind of emotions? I feel like are on some level up to you in terms of how you process whatever this is going to be. But it does have a feeling of either you kind of feel like you're in the eye of the storm, like things could be whirlwinding around you and you're not sure how to perceive it. And because it's personal relationships, like, you know, you have a connection to this whirlwind, even if it's happening to someone else outside of you and it's not you. But it is connected to good fortune that someone is experiencing in October. And I want to say this too, because this is the kind of stuff that can kind of trigger us, is it could be like a fortunate opportunity or good fortune that's happening to, I want to say even like a nemesis or something, you know, and that kind of stuff can be difficult, particularly if you feel betrayed or have been felt betrayed by this nemesis energy in the past. And like, oh man, is there no karmic justice sort of feeling? Your area of growth. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. Union. I think if you can master this South Node energy, you can see an opportunity for coming together. What that coming together is, the biggest thing that's speaking to me is you and divine. Observe life from a greater perspective, reflect on inner light, develop consistent spiritual practices, increase spiritual awareness, meditate regularly. I really see here, Cancer, a need to focus on the spiritual progress that you've made up to this point. You don't want to slide back. You're really on the cusp of a South and North Node here. Career, oh wait, no, we're just keep pulling out these cards. Power, yeah. You might have more power in your circumstances in October than you realize. You definitely have full power in terms of how you feel or how you will feel. Meditate, contemplate, spiritual practice. These are all being repeated in both of these cards. Maintain a quiet mind. Meditate regularly. Stay centered. Increase spiritual awareness. You know, even remember past lives as needed and reflect on inner light. To me, that is like, you know, all of the resources that your soul has there as a tool. The inner light in the past lives. All right. The wisdom of the House of Night. Career projects and money. Hope. Well, when you got nothing else, that's what you got, honey. What's going on here, Cancer, in October? It's like the moon card. So your planetary energy is going to be really important to you in October. You may go through periods here where you feel like you're walking through like a dark wooded area. And what's really interesting though about this card is the one thing that I feel like is helping to kind of light the path here is the moon. It's not even a full moon. So I feel as though either, I'm really bad if that's waxing or waning. I'll try to remember. I think it's waxing. I think something is building up here. I could be wrong. But the more important thing is this water source. To me, that's what's reflecting the path. And that just speaks so much about Cancer. Is your emotional guidance system, your emotional compass here is really, really important. But that the emotional compass for whatever it is that you're navigating is where you're going to find hope. Don't get caught up in your mind. I really don't. We'll see what the tarot says, but I really, really feel like October is about spiritual practice for you. It is about your emotions being balanced. And when I say balanced, I don't want to say that you shouldn't allow yourself to have emotional ups and downs. It's kind of recognizing and acknowledging and accepting whatever you're feeling in the moment. If you're feeling a lot of anger or resentment at some point, don't beat yourself up hours later. Like, why do I feel that way? Why am I feeling that way? It's because you're human. It's like, it's still is because you're human. You know, we feel these things. That's really important for you. So far, your reading is a little bit cryptic, and it is, but I feel like, okay, and sometimes that does happen to me for water signs. Myself, I don't have much water in my chart. I do have a ton of planets in the 12th house in Pisces. But sometimes I feel I get myself lost in your readings with the emotional context of it all. So I'm just going to kind of keep relaying it to you because I'm not you, right? I'm not. I don't know. I'm not going to try to pretend to be. But I'm just like the message that I'm getting, and I'm sorry if I keep like trying to pound it in there. I guess because it's being pounded into me to remember that this is the really important aspect of what I'm telling you for October. Your wateriness, your intuition, your soft, vulnerable spots, understanding them. When you feel like you need to protect yourself, that's okay. If you come out of that energy later and you think, what is I overprotecting myself? Whatever, like, don't second guess yourself. Just accept yourself for who you are. Just accept these feelings. I feel like I'm getting Piscean. Maybe that's where I need to go. I need to pull on all those planets that I have. They're like, just accept yourself. Because you are the flow. My connection with universal wisdom guides me daily. You are the flow here. You are this water. This water is shallow though. So there might also be like something going on around you that perhaps causes you to not want to go in as deep as you're really feeling. So be aware of that too. Personal relationships with the storm. Obedience. Damn. you might feel pulled in two directions here. You might feel pulled in two directions in personal relationships in October. I really get that with the Storm and this card. Because she's holding the scale, right? Like there's always two sides to everything. And I just, like, at one point I said, I felt like you were like in the eye of the storm. Which is in some way the calmest part of the storm. But you can't get out of this. I mean, unless you can go straight up and like elevate yourself beyond the atmospheric level of the storm, right? Like, how do you get out of that? So, and that's when obedience is coming in too. It's like you're in it. You're in it in October, Cancer, with this something to do with personal relationship. And I feel like, yeah, there's two. Gosh, there's two things going on here. And you're in here. And I do feel, I don't know if these is like maybe two friends. This could be like, yeah, they could be two friends that are competing for the same job position. You kind of support both, you know, like this may not be the scenario, but it's kind of what is coming up for me to explain this. Like, and one of them gets the job position and the other one doesn't. And maybe the other one feels like, you know what, I work harder. It's just because they kiss the boss's ass. Like, I've got a better performance, I this. And then the other one is saying, but you know what, I put in the time to understand how the boss is feeling. Why? I don't know what kind of feelings right. Oh, Lord. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, you're caught like here in this. And I really honestly feel like with obedience, I feel like there's a sense of feeling obligated to both of these sides. I do feel like, and maybe it is also maybe a bit of guidance for you, but I kind of feel like the best way through this is to almost be impartial. Almost be impartial. Something here is really fortunate for someone. I would be impartial. I mean, unless you feel like not, it's up to you. But it does feel like that then the storm will blow over. Okay, your area of growth, Labradorite. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. And union. Forbidden. Oh, again, I feel like you're going to see some opportunities where you didn't see them before. Where it seemed like it was impossible. I think you're going to see how what's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes some of these bigger messages, like, are there words in the English language to convey this? It's the enormity, the complexity, and the simplicity of existence, how they all come together and you're part in it. I hope that means something to you, but it's the best I can do with this taking time to reflect and see from a higher perspective and union and forbidden. There might be some things that have been closed off to you in the past. And in October, you're either going to see a higher perspective about why those things were closed off. And, it's coming in. I know it's kind of cliche, but that, rejection is protection. But also there's I feel like divine order and timing in this as well. Oh, there's that. I can understand. You got some flame here. But you have chaos. It's like a tornado, a storm. Honesty and chaos. Vision. There's a lot of cards. I'm just going to stick with honesty and chaos. As your underline. It's like the whole deck underneath. Honesty and chaos. Do you know, this is where I felt like the impartial energy over here in some sort of personal relationship dynamic. When the world feels like it's falling apart or the world feels kind of crazy, you know, the only thing that you can really truly be is your truth. I mean, who you are and how you feel. It's important to ride your emotions in October and to feel each one and honor it. Really honor your feelings and your emotions. You know, your honesty could be the strongest driving force in change around you. Whether that's being completely honest with yourself and or externally, like with others, like saying things. I don't know. I think that's up to you. All right, Cancer. My portals of love. Let's see what the Tarot of Positive Clarity has to tell us. I'm already being shown and being told, like, swords come up. This is about thinking about your feelings. Like, okay, for you guys, like, about thinking about your feelings. It's still watery, Cindy. All right. So, career, projects, and money. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Be careful with this one. You know, there could be some sort of distraction here to take you off of something that you're focused on. And maybe it's this personal relationship, because this seems like a distraction. I would say that right now. Whatever this is in here is a distraction. But you know what? She's holding, I'm going to say you're this person holding the coin here. It's a nice big coin. And one of the ways this recently came through for me is that, you know, even if the devil were to measure the weight of your coin and his coins, even if the weight was the same, the value would still be different, because there's something really unique and rare about the coin that you hold in your hand. So even if, so, yeah, I mean, there's something here about, even if on the surface it looks like A and B equals C, if yours is A, there's still something that can't really be properly, I don't know, I'm kind of just hearing described. I know there's a better word or term for what I'm trying to say. Like a characteristic that can't be applied to what it is that you're holding. So be really careful about the distractions. What this energy is over here again, it honestly feels like two people that you know, and you're caught in the middle of this. I don't know, maybe either or both may want you to take a side somehow. Don't do it. I just feel like you're working on something for yourself here, and it's really important to stay focused. Commitment. The Hanged Man. Yeah, I would say very, like, that actually, what is this? This could be people at work. It's either people at work or this personal relationship affects you, like when you go to work, even like you think about it. Because this commitment, what is your commitment to? There's these two storms. And like hanging and watching. I really am feeling impartial here. Really be impartial to things going on around you and stay focused on what it is that you can hold in your hand. That's the other thing. What you can hold in your hand right now is more valuable, I'm hearing in October, than what someone can offer you to replace it. That seems monetary. It's either monetary or it's real physical. It's actually, yeah, no, I have this in my hand. Like, what is, yeah, like that phrase, isn't it like a bird in the hand is worth two in the woods? Something like that. Or 2 in the hand is worth 1 in the woods. Or no, 1 is 2. Yeah, like what you have right now will draw things in. You don't even need to trade it. So I don't know if people are going to try to trade things with you, or people are going to see. It's kind of a feeling too, like it's just almost like someone going to like an antique roadshow and she's showing up with this coin, and it's a really like a dishonest evaluator, or is that what they? Yeah, people that, it's been a while since I watched that you know, evaluate what they're holding and thinking, oh yeah, that's just you know, turn of the century, lots of people had them, people find them all the time. Yeah, it's worth about 10,000. If you can find the right person, you know, they'd be interested. And it's pretty hard in this market. I mean, nobody's got any money anymore. I'll give you 5 for it. You know, I give it to you right now. No, because you're already holding something that has more value. Just watch that. Really watch that in October. So the hope. Ooh, the Hierophant. Interesting. Now, why does he have so many coins? Now I'm suspicious of him. Because the devil's trying to do something with the coins up there with you, right? The first thing, before I noticed the coins that came through, was being impartial will allow things to sort themselves out. And with the Hierophant, I feel like in your life, you too, why am I saying that? You too okay, what's coming in is like somehow you are providing other people with hope. I don't know if you're doing that now in September, but it's almost like you're meant to really provide yourself with hope in October. There is, I don't know, I'm suspicious about this Hierophant because he has all the coins. So I don't know if it could be a rule, a law, a commitment. You could find hope in something here for a higher calling for yourself without like looking at the artwork on this card. But it really does come to you navigating your emotions. Don't get too deep though. This is a shallow little stream, but it's actually what shows us the reflection of the sun. Otherwise, it would be a pretty dark wooded area. So just use your emotions enough to navigate yourself. Career projects and money. I can really hardly wait to clarify that Knight of Pentacles and this Hierophant. We'll get there. Personal relationships, Tiger Iron. I am grateful for other people's good fortune. It brings me joy to see others experiencing happiness. The Queen of Swords. Fuck this card. Oh God. I have not pulled that card out in a long time. I haven't used this deck in a while, but I've been using it all week and this card hasn't come out. For some of you, I feel like you might need to cut something out of your life. I'm going to say it. It feels like you might have a friend or someone who's got a lot of good things happening for them when you have your own things that you need to focus on and work on here. But it's almost like you need to do that either because you're digging yourself out of a hole. You're working through your own difficult shit. You're like, this almost has a feeling of saying, I'm so happy for you. That's great. Like, you know, showing up in a really good way and then turning your back and focusing on what it is that you need to do. Because I just feel like this looms over, something looms over your head. You could have your own painful ending. It's such a curious Queen of Swords. Like, she's not even holding a sword. She's pruning a flower. I don't know if it's a hydrangea bush. Her sword has been stabbed into a table. Oh, here we go. I feel like we're having a really deep analyzation of your October, Cancer. What is that? It's a cylinder. Oh. Oh, damn. Okay, with the cylinder and the sword, it almost feels like, you know, overkill. Like there's a bottle of pills and there's dead people in the background. Actually, that's really overkill because not only were they stabbed and poisoned, but they were hung. I want to keep going and see how this develops. Storm. The phone. The Five of Swords. Oh, this is going to be an interesting month for you with what going on around you. Again, it's coming in like you've got two people here in your life and one is coming out winning in something. And I don't know that you know where to find yourself in that. You just might even feel like you need, with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords, you might just feel like you really need to cut something out. I don't know if that's one of these relationships or both of them, or your involvement in it. Maybe there's some turmoil going around. Two people that you know. I just can't get over how much I feel like you are caught in these swirls. These two other swirls. Something needs to be cut out. With that Queen of Swords too, and the Five of Swords, talk about overkill. Like the Five of Swords talks about, you know, making a point, finalizing something at any cost, whatever it takes. And stabbing, poisoning, and hanging. That's like whatever needs to be done. Like, this won't be coming up again. But it's somehow triggered by somebody's good fortune. I'm getting more of a stronger feeling that you actually do feel happy for someone's good fortune. And there might be some toxicity around you in reaction to this good fortune. And you're just kind of realizing, you know what, I can't invest my time with people that don't feel good when other people have good things happening in their life. Yeah, it's really a deep and complicated obedience. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Damn, that is like whatever's being hidden or stolen must be shown. There's a really strong energy here. I don't know who you're involved with. What's going on? If somebody's been stealing something from someone else or hiding something here, but this cannot be denied with obedience and this Justice card. Look at this. Check this out. Okay, because both of these two are holding something in their hands, right? You have something here. Okay, I don't know who this is. I don't know. I really feel like this is you, though. And I feel like you're on some level here kind of innocent or thinking the best of people. Thinking the best of people, even in circumstances when you shouldn't be thinking the best of them. But, you know, we don't always know. Until sometimes it's too late. But you got something in your hand here that has value. I don't know that the value is easily recognized by others yet. Who it will be recognized by are those that want to steal and cheat it out of your hand. That they see it right away. Now this personal relationship, obedience, and Seven of Swords. There might be, I don't know, I feel like there's someone around you who, maybe this is somebody who's stolen something from you. And its value has increased. I mean, it's gone from this little gold coin to this massive diamond. And just thinking too, the difference between gold and a diamond. A diamond is the hardest known substance to man. Although I think there was something else recently discovered that's harder than a diamond. But my son and I looked it up once too. He asked the question, can lava melt a diamond? Like, I don't know. No, it cannot. It can't. It's not hot enough. So when you look at that with gold, like gold is very soft. You can't use gold for a drill bit. You can use a diamond bit and get through things that most things would never get through. So it's got a durability to it. It has a higher value. And there is an obedience here. I don't know about who owns it. So, see, your area of growth. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. Oh, Ten of Cups. There are some things that are worth more than coins and diamonds, Cancer, right? There we go. There are some things that are worth more than coins and diamonds. And it is the happiness of the happiness around you and around the people that you are with. I think that's a big theme here because there's something going on. Something going on in your interpersonal relationships in October. And there's some shit you're just done with it. I don't even know if there's someone trying to elevate themselves by lowering you to a lower standard. Someone trying to elevate themselves by lowering you, by making you compromise your integrity, by making you compromise your self-value. Well, the other thing that's playing out here is that you find your coin again and you understand its value. That's why it's no longer appearing as this gold coin. It's appearing as this massive diamond. And it's almost as if you were given permission to take this away. Something's been stolen from you. And what you're going to find, where you're going to grow, is emotionally. Big, big, big. So now I know I was getting such a strong message about your emotions. Union. The Five of Wands. Wait, let me get Forbidden too. Forbidden. The Ace of Swords. Oh, now this could be talking about at least one of the relationships that I'm seeing here in this personal relationship area. And I feel like you're either going to guard against that ever coming towards you again if you eliminate it from your life. And I'm also going to say, for some of you, with this obedience card, the Seven of Swords, Forbidden, and the Ace of Swords, like he has got his hand on the globe and he is writing down like almost a worldly law, worldly facts. You might even be dealing with some sort of legal decisions that come out. You might even make a legal decision that somebody can't come towards you anymore. Knight. Oh, damn. Who is this person? You need to get them out of your life. Look at this. The Knight of Swords. I just find that card. That card right there is like this guy. He's going to belittle you. He's going to tell you that you're not worth anything. He's going to tell you that you need him, that you can't do anything on your own. And then look, then we have the Nine of Swords with that. Oh, that's really interesting because this looks like this guy. Some of you may even have been playing out roles and dynamics that you were witness to or at the other end of when you were younger, and you've been kind of replaying them. Or, you know, it's even like, I say things all the time now, and it's like listening to my mother. I hate it. Because I listen to my mother and I'm like, oh my God. And then I say it. I swear, it's the same voice, it's the same tone, it's the same circumstances. But this feels harder. It feels like it's that, but really harsh somehow. And then this comes in. God, it looks like the same dude. And it is just literally, I do not have to be a product of my environment. I do not have to be a product of my environment. Yeah. I say things to my son all the time now, like, how many times have I told you that? Are you going to do that? But that's not even how I say it. It's like I slip into it, and before I know it, I'm like, oh my God, I sound like my mother. So let's clarify. I'm really curious about what's going on with this Knight of Pentacles and this Hierophant, because this Hierophant's got a lot of gold here. Is this somebody working for him? This is like a kid. It's like he inherited this position, but he doesn't know shit. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Judgment. It is a new beginning. You're holding that in your hand. Don't let it go. It's got so, it's what I'm saying, like, its value is going to be known in the future. This Devil. What do we need to know about this Devil in the Knight of Pentacles card? The Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and Temperance. All right. I will tell you that the Devil has got a promise here about, you know, feeling really good. It's interesting. Feeling really good, but it's a different path. And then you got to wait on that path. There might be value at the end of the path. I don't know. Like, none of these cards are really, really bad. But there is something about being taken down a different path, a different direction, and down that path you wait. What's in your hand? Again, it's that feeling like what you have in your hand is worth more than what you're promised in the future. You know, I'm kind of getting to, you know, like if you've ever been selling a house, and often, I mean, until you've sold houses, yeah, like I'm a real estate mogul, but until you've sold a house at least a couple of times, you really understand it. When a real estate agent, you get that first offer and the agent says, it's not what you wanted, but I guarantee you it'll be the best offer. And you see that playing out too, even when you watch those shows where people are buying and selling houses. Either A, I think because the person coming in has already seen the market for quite some time and they've been waiting for the right thing and yours comes up. And then they know that's what they want, but they also know what the value of it is because they've been watching the market for a while. So I don't know if that's how that plays out, but a lot of times it is. Like what you have immediately is worth more than what you're promised in the future. So being career and projects as well, and money. Watch out for anyone that is telling you they can make what you have worth a lot more. It just feels like it's something that would get you emotionally like, oh, this feels like this is great. Oh, but it's a different path. Well, then you find yourself waiting there and waiting and waiting. So if somebody's also telling you, you know what, you should quit your job, come and work for us. I wouldn't do it without something in hard writing that a lawyer has looked at. I wouldn't. Because if you quit your job because somebody's promising something better for you and there's nothing in writing, you're fucked. I'm just saying it. I really see that here. And I don't know that that would be their intention, but with waiting, maybe the position doesn't open up. Maybe they don't get the business loan that they thought they were going to get so that they could hire on more people. Do not give up what you have right now in October unless somebody is promising something to you in writing and you have a lawyer look at it. So I'm just going to leave that right there. So this Hierophant though, this dude, tell us about this Hierophant. Strength and the Four of Swords. Boy, this feels immovable. This Hierophant feels almost immovable. And it's something that you wait and you wait and you wait for. I wonder if some of you have already made this, if you've already done this. With this Knight of Pentacles and the Devil. Why does this Hierophant have so many coins? Where's he getting the coins? Oh, he guards them like a son of a the Seven of Wands. God, the Seven of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Oh, this Hierophant, I don't know what this is. If it's a boss, if it's a spouse, if it's a rule or a regulation, if it's some sort of structure in your world, it guards this money. I'll say money because we're talking, it's in this topic. It guards it, and then it rubs, like it makes, I don't know what this is. It's okay. The other thing that's coming in with this is profits through, oh, what is it? Profits through, like interest, or there's a whole, actually there's a different thing that goes on right now. It's not even interest, it's holding money. It happens so much now, it drives me nuts. It's one of the things that Vimeo does in my extendeds. I have to wait 2 months to get the money that I make on Vimeo. So when I first released my first video on Vimeo, it was 2 months before I got paid. You know what they're doing with that money, right? That's how they make money. Not only do they take money off the top of each one of like the things that you guys buy, that's how they make money, but they have my money for 2 months. So it's always like a 2 months. So, but now I get paid monthly for it because I've been doing it for a while. It takes 2 months to get to that point, but that's what I'm seeing here. So I don't know. I'm just really, just hold, don't go out the door. I don't know, in October. Cancer, I would just be really careful about any money deals. What you have right now. So even if somebody's offering something and they can show it to you right now, that's worth more than somebody offering you twice as much in 2 weeks. Because this dude here, he makes money by holding on to it. He holds on to it, and it's like 1 turns into 2, and then 2 turns into 4, and then 4 turns into 8. Tiger Iron and Queen of Swords. There's a lot to say about this. The Ace of Swords. The Two of Cups. Well, right there, that's funny because I feel like there's 2 people in your personal relationships. The King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Somebody in a, I'm going to call 3-person dynamic. I don't see it as a, well, maybe it is for some of you, but it doesn't feel like a third party situation. Like, and the closest I would get to this being third party is that literally you, but I would qualify it more as like, or identify it as like 2 friends, 2 acquaintances, 2 family members. Somebody levels up with the King of Pentacles. This is clearly seen. And either it's a result of a new plan or somebody is now able to create a new plan. I mean, this could be you. This could be you too. I don't know. You be careful. Some people in your money. Another scenario coming up. God, you have so many things coming through in this reading. Is like you could have a friend who succeeds in something. They get a bit of a windfall here. Like it's good fortune for them. You have another friend who could, you know, very well have worked 2 or 3 times as hard in life, but not getting the same opportunity. But they want to try to recreate something that with you that they're seeing with someone here that you guys know. Just be really careful with your money, Cancer. The Storm and the 5 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles and the Star. As I said, be really careful with your money. Oh, but see, the Knight of Pentacles is what I feel like. Like you have a new beginning out of something you hold in your hand. And then look at that, like the star. You will achieve it, some dream here. Either something's getting cut out of your life or you're cutting something out of your life. And it's healing, it's hopeful. It's the right thing to invest in. I'm going to look at both of these separately. Obedience. The Nine of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Somebody's either been waiting for something or, yeah, so like a payout. So I don't know if some of you, this Hierophant has been screwing you monetarily. But something needs to be given up. Something needs to be shared. Either it's been a long time coming or that somebody's been defending it for a long time, like not wanting to give it up. The Seven of Swords. There's this diamond, the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Swords. This has caused the most mental anxiety. It might cause you mental anxiety. However this goes, there is something that can't be denied. It's like a written law here. I see it two ways. If someone or something has been holding money out or holding, yeah, like keeping some sort of funds from you, like this Hierophant, then this, like the law is executed and that is released. You know, like even if it was a workplace, so maybe something happened there and you were entitled to like severance or disability. But I really feel like this Hierophant, even if they know that you would get this, they are just prolonging you not getting it because they make interest. It's just such a specific message that it makes interest on keeping this. So to the Hierophant, they feel like they win no matter what. Like, you're still going to get it, but I made interest on that. Well, I don't know. Maybe the interest comes through. If you have been holding out on giving someone some money that you owe them, you can't keep doing that. Somebody's here like, somebody's not happy about this mentally. So, area of your growth here. I take the time for reflection and see life from a higher perspective. The Ten of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. The Three of Cups. You know what I like about this? This King of Pentacles felt like it was almost something that you and perhaps someone else were observing. And it's one of two friends, colleagues, acquaintances, family members. I feel like the other dynamic in this three-group friendship isn't happy about it and tries to draw you into it. What I love about this in your area of growth is like, because now I feel like you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles because you're showing up as Pentacles in here. You're showing up as this Knight of Pentacles a couple of times. And look so you identify your success, which can be very similar to the King of Pentacles, but it's just in a different way. It's a different way of being expressed. It's a different way of being shown. It's a different way of developing it. And this is success. It is great success. Everyone is happy here. Maybe even the three friends at the end of the day. I don't know what it is. This feels like the longest October we've eaten so far. So, Union and the Five of Wands. Oh, you know what? The Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. I feel like there's some work here. All right. Okay. I feel like there's been disagreements here. You've maybe been caught in the middle of them. And your area of growth here is rebuilding. Watch how much of this burden you're carrying, though, with the 10 of Wands. It's not all yours. So don't carry more than you should. I see you possibly carrying more than you should. So be careful with that. Forbidden Ace of Swords. The forbidden truth. That's something, the forbidden truth. What's the forbidden truth? The Page of Cups. The Five of Cups. The King of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles. The forbidden truth is emotional ups and downs to the point where your emotions are very deep, very stable. They're your best guidance system going. And the truth is the Five of Pentacles. So it is moving away from something. There is a lot. You got a lot going on in October. That emotional happiness is better than monetary wealth, I guess, would be the biggest thing I would say in this reading. But yet I don't see you doing poorly monetarily. Maybe someone's trying to convince you you are. Nah. You got the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Following your dreams. Following your dreams. There's a lot of baggage in the way. But like I did at the very beginning, this felt so much like a south to north node reading. So you're dropping some baggage here. I'm going to go do the extended. Lord, Vimeo will pay me for it in 2 months. I'm going to see what the most unexpected changes are for you in October 2022, Cancer. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.